You're listening to Podcast PXN,
a video game podcast,
delivering player experience news.
Let's go! What is up, guys, and welcome to Podcast PXN, episode 256. I am one of your hosts, Daniel Prindle, aka Dan is DTM on Twitter, and I'm joined over Discord by the Nintendo aficionado and artist extraordinaire, Roshan Warner at Roro.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Happy to be here.
Yes. Glad that you're here with us, even though you are championing through some sickness. But
yeah, a little tired, little headache, but
it's fair.
I wanted to be here this week since I think I missed last week.
And I'm sure your headache is cured by my screaming in the intro.
It actually didn't. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. I think it helped actually.
Hell yeah. It's just us this week. Christian and Gage will return as trademarked by Marvel. But anyways, moving through that. Thank you to everyone watching us live and participating in the chat. Just as a reminder, we are live each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time on youtube.com/@podcastpxn and twitch.tv/podcastpxn as well. We've been doing this lately. The topic of the show will lead us off this week, and the topic of the show, Ro, is Gamescom opening night live has happened. We got all the announcements, and we're going to react to our thoughts on the show. Of course, the other two guys, they aren't going to get their thoughts thrown in here, so we get to just shit on all the games that they love while we go through these games.
Oh my! Borderlands 4.
Oh, speaking of Borderlands 4, the show started with the announcement of Borderlands 4, and yes, every single person that went to see the Borderlands movie was clamoring for this game because that movie just brought back so many great memories. No, it didn't. Don't fucking see that movie, for God's sakes. Borderlands 4 teaser trailer has officially been unveiled, Ro, and Randy Pitchford is touting it on Twitter. He's fucking, oh man, we're back. Here it is. The trailer, in my opinion, was very much kind of lackluster. Like, I am a Borderlands fan, but it was just it was a CG trailer with them putting a Psycho mask up, and I was like, okay, this is coming next year, and this is what you have. All right, sure.
Great. Yeah, it wasn't that exciting of a trailer. For something that should be, I guess, exciting, but like you said, around like the Borderlands hype, I don't think is that strong right now with how Randy was acting online and the movie itself, and the trailer wasn't that exciting either. So it was all just very bland announcement for me personally.
For sure, yeah. I think Randy's just trying to stir up that excitement, and
nice. Need to try a little harder.
Try a little, yeah, for sure. All right, so we got that announcement. Then we rolled right into Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which we got a first look at the campaign for Black Ops 6, which I have to say, for someone who used to, for the last decade or so, I've pretty much only played the Call of Duty campaigns, and like I get a certain amount of enjoyment from those. This one looks really awesome from what we've seen in this clip. I thought it looked really, really cool, and I'm interested to see if like kind of the espionage-esque things that they were kind of teasing in this. I'm interested to see if that gets baked down more into into a deeper level with the gameplay. So I am actually very much intrigued by this campaign just by watching this. I don't know if you probably don't give a shit, but
I wish I did.
That's
but
fair.
No, I don't.
Totally fair.
I don't know. I really don't know what they can do because I feel like the the stuff that Gage complains about, like the anime stuff and the Nicki Minaj's and the multiplayer would be would be the thing that would get me to play, but that didn't work either. So I think the Call of Duty ship has failed for me personally. But never say never. Never say never.
Never say never. You still have a chance to get his vote, Call of Duty. All right. Moving on from there, Goat Simulator Remastered was announced. So a remaster of the original Goat Simulator. We needed this. It's coming later this year. This trailer was a little insane to start it off, huh?
It was a little, yeah. I haven't seen the whole thing, but it's like a horror.
Yeah, it's
and
they
locks up the goat.
Yeah, and they were taking like tropes from all kinds of video games. Like there was the Skyrim cart, the famous opening scene to Skyrim that walked through, and there was like misfits of like broken games, and there was even a GTA thing, I think, with the wanted level popping up in a cell as well. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Until it got to the moment where they showed the tattoos on the goat, and I was like, oh fuck, it's these fuckers, because they do it every time they do a trailer. They do something just crazy. It's funny.
Hey, good for them.
Yeah.
Seems to be working.
Yeah.
Goat Simulator Remastered.
Huh. But then we move into something that you may be interested in, which is Persona 3 Reload DLC. So focusing on a particular boss fight that is coming to Persona 3 Reload as part of its episode Aegis DLC. Joker from Persona 5 will be joining the fray here coming September 10th.
Yes, yeah. I'm pretty interested in this. I still have to make my way through Persona 3 Reload, the base game, but I believe episode Aegis or Aegis, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, was in I think there was like an add-on in the original Persona 3 as well. So they remade this too, which is pretty exciting, and people, from what I've heard, really like it, and they're excited for it. I haven't experienced it myself lately, but the character, the robot character, is pretty popular in the Persona scene, Persona 3 fandom. And Joker being here is like, I don't know. I don't even know what to make of it, but Persona 5 was so popular, so I understand them trying to milk it a little bit more, as long as they can.
Hell yeah. Try to get some more Persona action in there.
Exactly.
All right. Moving on from Persona, we move into Dying Light The Beast was announced, which is a brand new game set in the Dying Light universe. It's a first-person parkour, just like the other ones have been. Apparently, Jeff also confirmed it will have around 20 hours of stuff to do and will feature a brand new region in the Dying Light universe. Doesn't have a date yet, but we do. There is some more details you can find online as well. I won't go through all of them just for the interest of time, but I'm interested that this is a bit smaller of an experience, 20 hours as opposed to, I think the other ones were like north of 40, 50 hours. So might actually be able to finish this maybe. I don't know.
Was this a surprise to you? Like, were you expecting a Dying Light, another one?
I think it was somewhat of a expected thing because there was leaks ahead of time where they had trademarked the name The Beast. Okay. So yeah, outside of the leak, I didn't necessarily expect something already, but it seems like this is more so like a standalone expansion, I would call it. They're saying it's a new game, but I would say it's more like a standalone expansion to Dying Light 2. Yeah.
Or like maybe not exactly like, but like an Uncharted what was that one called?
For sure,
The one
yeah.
with Nadine and Chloe.
Yes. Frick. I can't think of the name
I don't
either.
remember. I loved it though. It was good.
Yeah. Moving on from there, we get into a Black Myth Wukong launch trailer. So, just a launch trailer for the game. The game is out now. We will have more on this a little bit later in the show when we get into the Fantasy Critic, and there's some other stories that go along with that as well. Then we get into another game I believe you're interested in, which is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which gave us another trailer. And as they put here, it's more like a reminder than a reveal, but it gives you a reminder it's coming October 11th.
Yeah, this looks fun.
Hell
I just like how cinematic it is. I don't have really that much to say about it, but it just looks fun. Looks like a good time.
Hell yeah. Not too far away. Not too far away. And then we get into the wacky things here. We got a King of Meat announcement trailer, and this is from I believe Amazon Games is the one making this. And essentially they're describing it, or this person is describing it from Eurogamer. Amazon Games does Fall Guys is how they're describing this game, which is very interesting. Crazy wacky characters in this. I don't even know how to describe some of these characters that I'm seeing here. Skeletons, knights,
Ghouls and skulls.
Yeah. So
one guy has an eagle hat.
Exactly.
I don't know.
So if you like Fall Guys, sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah. If you like Fall Guys, Amazon Games is making.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that a lot of since Fall Guys came out, which was years ago at this point, there was Stumble Guys. There was a couple of other spin-offs that I'm blanking on the names, but it's crazy that they're still making Fall Guys-esque games while Fall Guys isn't as popular as it was when it released.
Right.
But I'm wondering if something like this has staying power. And I saw Squid Game announced a game recently. It doesn't look as polished as this.
In the same show.
And it's the same thing. It's like a Fall Guys-esque, but based off of the games in Squid Game. It's like a lot of people are doing this now.
Yeah. Yeah. The Squid Games game. Yeah, we'll get to that here in a little bit.
Oh boy. Oh, was it announced here?
Yeah, I think so. I believe
so.
Really? Yeah.
I just saw the trailer on Twitter. I didn't realize it was part of.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And then we move into Linked Banner of the Spark, which is a brand new game announcement from developer FuzzyBot. That's a cool name for a developer. Linked is a co-op roguelike hack and slash with cute robots. You play as one of the last humans on the planet, and you must rebuild your home with the help of friendly bots while defeating the evil ones. Think Monster Hunter, but with fewer cats and more googly-eyed tin cans. Interesting. And it's co-op, roguelite. Yeah. Could be good, maybe. Then we move into another game that I'm betting you're interested in, which is Lost Records Bloom and Rage, which world premiere trailer. There's a brand new trailer, I should say. And it is, of course, a similar game to the Life is Strange games, which I know you love. And this game comes out February 18th, 2025.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm very excited. And this trailer looks great. The lighting and just overall presentation of it looks incredible. Compared to the Life is Strange games, which I mean the most recent one looks really great too. But if you're comparing it to the original ones, it's huge upgrade, which makes sense. It was over 10 years ago at this point, I guess now. But yeah, it looks so good. It looks so good. I can't wait. Love the mystery aspect of it as well. And yeah, I'm just here for the vibes. I love just sitting back and interacting with a story like this, making like decisions and just seeing how it all plays out. And this looks like exactly that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm not super huge into these games, but this, you're right. The lighting in this, like graphically, it's definitely a huge step
Really
up.
pretty.
Yeah. All right. Moving on from there, No More Room in Hell 2. Got a trailer.
Wow. Where am I supposed to go?
This is an 8-player permadeath co-op game, and the trailer showed off the game's new areas in the form of a huge church-like power plant and promises to let you approach your goal from all angles. It's coming to early access sometime this Halloween. Good timing for that. I saw a lot of people comparing this game to Left 4 Dead, having inspiration for that, so that could be interesting. I'd love for Valve to make a Left 4 Dead 3, but this could be cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing the comparisons.
For sure.
Yeah.
A game that I believe Christian and Gage are salivating over is Arc Raiders, which is the next game from the studio that made the finals and continues to support the finals, of course, with seasonal content. It's a team shooter that's been a long time coming. We have a rough release date, which is 2025, and we did get news that it's no longer going to be a free-to-play game. Originally, it was a free-to-play title, and now it is no longer that. And I believe Christian confirmed in our chat that this is actually going to be an extraction shooter as well, which is very cool, because I know Gage is obviously huge into extraction shooters, and me and Christian have gotten interested in them as well. And yeah, I'm interested to see more from this game, and especially with their pedigree of the finals, and we're big fans of what they did with the finals in terms of gameplay and even monetization for that game. So very interested. A playtest is taking place sometime this fall. Be cool.
Nice. Yeah, it looks. I remember seeing a trailer for it a while ago, and it looked very third-person Destiny at the time. But I think it's evolved since then. As you said, it's like it was gone free to play, and now it's back to priced, which I think is a good sign.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm glad
sure.
that they. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many free to play games that they're just spreading microtransactions like no other. So it's nice to not have that for once. Or although I'm sure this will maybe still have microtransactions, but hopefully not as many.
Yeah.
Moving on, we're gonna take like a completely different. We're taking a left turn here to something completely different. We got Infinity Nikki. Got a trailer here. It was first revealed at Summer Game Fest, and this trailer is giving you another look at the many adorable creatures you'll be helping out in this fantastical world, and a possibly illegal earworm of a theme tune as well. You can sign up for the closed beta now. This is the costume dress-up RPG.
Looks pretty. I don't know if we're gonna play it though. My girlfriend might be into it though.
She might, yeah, because you're talking about another costume.
Christian Price, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, and then we go from Arc Raiders to Infinity Nikki, now back to like something more gritty again. It's like maybe can we get these themes like next to each other to go from? I guess it mixes it up a little bit, but. Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 got a new trailer, basically advertising that the game's coming in September. This seems like more of an advertisement more so than a trailer, but we did get a look at it. And then we got Predecessor, which is a MOBA shooter. Predecessor's 1.0 launch is just around the corner. The full version is available to play right now for free. Right now. So literally around the corner means right now.
This looks like that PlayStation MOBA. I forgot what it was called. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
What was it called? It
It
looks like the same logo almost.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. It was that Epic Games one, wasn't it?
Paragon?
Yes, Paragon.
Is that what it's
Epic
called?
Games.
It says to become Paragon in it. I think this is like them redoing it.
Oh. Oh.
Maybe.
Interesting.
Because like that big orange guy looks like a character from the original Paragon, I feel like.
Predecessor.
I don't know. These guys just look very familiar to me.
Paragon. Oh, predecessor is not Paragon. Interesting. If it looks uncanny, it's because Omeda Studios is building the game on many of Paragon's original visual assets, which were made available by Epic Games shortly after Paragon's closure. That makes sense.
Interesting. Okay.
So they're using their assets, essentially.
I see.
Interesting.
Well, hopefully that works for them.
Yeah. That's amazing that you remembered that. I didn't remember until you said that, and then I was like, wait a minute, you're right.
Like that orange and blue guy, that big guy is literally one of the characters from Paragon. They barely changed anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Incredible. All right. Then we move into Path of Exile 2, which gets a world premiere trailer. World premiere. It got a delay from earlier this year, and this is the free-to-play Diablo-like game that is launching in early access on November 15th. I've seen a lot of people very excited about this game, and justly so, because the first game was very well regarded, which it came out, I believe, around the same time as Diablo 3, maybe a little after Diablo 3. So now, essentially the same thing happening, coming out after Diablo 4, Path of Exile 2. More dungeon crawlers, never a bad thing. Then we move into Dune Awakening, which got a new trailer. This is the MMO based in the Dune universe. We got to look at some of the gameplay for this game. Personally, I haven't been that huge on this game. I'm not huge into MMOs besides Destiny, I guess. And I think that it looks interesting, but I don't know if it's necessarily for me. It was cool to see him build his own, what's it called? Arthurcopter? Something like that. I probably butchered that, but the little flying vehicle with the wings, that was pretty cool. Him building it. And
where's Christian when you need him?
Yes, I know. Christian would know.
Yeah.
Oh, ornithopters. I completely butchered it. It's an ornithopter.
Ornithopters? Is that what you said?
I was completely Jesus. Incredible.
Yeah, this is probably not for me either. I think this is really cool though for those who are into Dune and that world, because it seems like you could do I don't know, like live in Arrakis. I don't know. That sounds cool.
Yeah,
that sounds cool. Being able to build your Arthurcopter and whatnot.
Your ornithopter. We're Christian's yelling at us right now, and I'm the one who gave you the terrible name. All right. Moving into the next one, we got to look at a cool new indie game from Tarsier Studios, the creators of Little Nightmares, and the game is called Reanimal. It's a new side-scrolling spookathon that looks, well, very Little Nightmare-ish. You'll be running, dashing, leaping, and dodging out of the way of big, horrible nasties with your tiny pal in tow, and yep, I'm on board with this already. This is coming from Eurogamer, in case you're wondering. Go check them out, by the way. They have a bunch more details as well. There's no date for this yet, but this game looks really cool early on. Definitely looks unique.
Yeah, has a really good atmosphere. Super spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is like pretty much Little Nightmares with like the tiny characters,
Yeah.
the bigger enemies. It
So
looks cool.
Does that mean you're gonna play it then, or?
Oh, I don't know about that. I did surprisingly play Little Nightmares though, and I did like it. But I don't know if this looks kind of even scarier.
Yeah, it does. It does look spooky. It's cool. Oh, you gotta try, bro. We're gonna convince you. Christian says, "Wow, as soon as I'm back, you say my name. I think that means we have to kiss." Two games from the same studio that look almost identical is so funny. That's true. All right. We got to look at Genshin Impact, which, of course, this is just basically announcing that it's coming to Xbox, I believe, and then maybe, yeah, there's a new update, Natlin update, which shows off its new region, characters, and more in the colorful and energetic detail. So, more Genshin Impact.
I'm into Xbox. You know, there's a Genshin Impact trailer on the Nintendo Switch YouTube channel from 4 years ago that says coming soon, and it still hasn't come.
Oh.
It's still not here.
Still not here.
It's supposed to come. Probably canceled by now.
Probably. Wait, it's not the same studio, just the same people that made early. Oh, yeah, they made the original Little Nightmares game. Yeah. So the developer of Reanimal made the original Little Nightmares.
Okay.
Then we have Monster Hunter Wilds, which got it's specifically named on YouTube as the third trailer. Thank you for clarifying.
Nice.
So stupid. Why would you name your trailer third trailer? That's such a goofy thing to put in there. I don't know.
Gotta keep track.
True. Yeah. I want to watch my trailers in order, you know?
Chronologically watch the trailers.
But no, the trailer looks cool though. Monster Hunter games haven't been my expertise, but the trailer looks nice.
It looks really cool. I like that rose monster, like the red and white one. It looks really cool when you walk into that arena.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm not a huge Monster Hunter person either. I really enjoyed Monster Hunter World. Like I guess almost everyone who tried it did. Like that was kind of like the beginning of the Capcom renaissance that we're in right now. But yeah, I'm excited for this because of how much I enjoyed World, and this one just looks like a step up.
Yeah, that fucking rose monster is crazy. Like
It's so cool.
The lighting in that cave where it's like red. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. 2025. We didn't get into a specific date, but we got 2025. All right. Then we moved into Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, which is developer SNK, which revealed a much more thorough official trailer with this. Gave us loads more details about the fighting game compared to the... Wait. I think that's confused. Anyways. Oh, there was two different trailers. I got it. Okay, so they're saying this trailer that Eurogamer posted versus the opening night live trailer. This trailer has more information. Okay, that makes sense. Alongside there will be 22 characters in City of Wolves, plus 5 more for those who buy into its DLC season pass. Of course, if you want to buy season passes again, apparently they're back. It comes out April 24th, 2025. Very colorful art style for sure. It's very Street Fighter-esque, it seems like.
Yeah. I haven't played the Fatal Fury games, but I know of them.
Sure, for sure.
Looks cool. I like the art style.
Christian says soon in gaming terms is like half a decade. That's fair. That's fair. Then we move into Mecha Break, which of course we got to look at this, I believe, at Summer Game Fest. So this is another follow-up to that. I think this game actually looked cool. I don't think it's going to do anything crazy, but I think it looks interesting. It's a mech assault essentially game, and this focused on the multiplayer aspect of it. And they announced that the Xbox closed beta is arriving on the 25th through the 27th of August, and then the full release is coming in 2025. So, I'm interested to see how this game does.
Me too. I remember seeing this in Summer Games Fest and thinking it looked cool as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just looks fun.
Hell yeah.
Cool robots.
What's that dumb FromSoft mech game?
Dumb. Oh no.
I'm just kidding. I knew that would trigger Christian, so moving from there, we got Monument Valley 3. Of course, Monument Valley is back for a third outing, and yes, Eurogamer wants it already. I need to see who wrote this because their added subtext here is amazing. Developer Us2 Games, in collaboration with Netflix, has new mind-bending puzzles, and they look every bit as beautiful as its predecessors. It's going to be exclusive to Netflix when it launches on December 10th. Interesting. Yeah. It does look very beautiful, though. The puzzles look very nice.
Very nice art style, very minimalistic.
Christian's now gooning in the chat. He's like, Armored Core gets a TV episode with... Yeah, well, that's later. We can't talk about that yet. What did the Halo show get? It got 2 seasons. Okay. All right. Then we move into Civilization 7, which got a new trailer. This is actually the gameplay reveal trailer. And this definitely looks like a Civilization game. Honestly, I've always wanted to get into these games. I just never really got into them. I don't know why. And I like RTS games, although I would argue this is more strategy than RTS necessarily. So,
are these Game Pass games? It must be.
Civilization 7, I don't remember it being Game Pass, unless I'm mistaken.
I might be thinking of a different type of another one.
Yes, you're thinking of Aria History Untold, I believe.
Oh, oopsie.
Yeah, very similar. I know, I get it. It's a very similar type of game. So that's coming February 11th, 2025, if you're looking out for Civ 7. And then, we got a trailer for Starfield, which showed off the brand new vehicle that is finally coming, and it is officially dropped as of yesterday. There was a new update that added the game as part of a free update, as well as a release date for a Shattered Space expansion, which is coming on September 30th, 2024. And honestly, now that this vehicle is in this game, I need to go back to this game because I feel like they've added so much to this game now and fixed a lot of the issues outside of the procedural generation stuff being a big issue of mine. I think that this definitely puts the final cleanup, so to speak, on like kind of the core gameplay mechanics for this game.
You're going to go back and have the best experience.
Yeah, for sure. And then we move into Marvel Rivals, which got a new trailer. And I got to be honest, I have not been big on this game since we first saw it. But we did get a look at some more gameplay from this game, and I still feel like it feels really stiff and does not feel that exciting to me personally. But this is a MOBA, of course, with Marvel characters. It's coming out December 6th.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like, there's some moments that I think look cool, like near the end of the trailer with Captain America. Like, not even his attacks, but just like the environments look cool. But besides that, yeah, it's not really speaking to me either.
For sure.
Yeah.
Moving on from there now, Christian's going to be excited because I think a lot of us were excited, if not all of us. The announcement of, and let me just say, I forget who came out on stage for Blur Studios, but he was very passionate about this project, which was very cool to kind of see the raw emotion of him finally getting to see this get revealed on stage, and it was like a really big moment for him. So it was really cool to see that like real emotion behind it. But Blur Studios, of course, Gage, we laud them all the time for the cutscenes for Halo 2 Anniversary, for Halo Wars, for Halo Wars 2. The CG cinematics for those are so good by Blur, and they have announced a new TV show in collaboration with Amazon's production studios, and it is called Secret Level. It is a new video game anthology series, and essentially it's from the creators of Love and Robots, and essentially they're going to have, I believe, a different episode for every franchise, and obviously that's what anthology means, but what this trailer shows off is like really cool stuff. Like we get a look at a lot of franchises that they're going to explore, including God of War, including Armored Core, like Christian mentioned before, which has Keanu Reeves in it, apparently. We saw Mega Man, so many franchises in this. This looks cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Like you guys were saying, with the Blur Studios, really super talented, but like this is their first animated show, right? Like they haven't done TV before, or have they?
Yeah, I don't think that they've done anything like this before. They've mainly
That's
been
super exciting.
Yeah. So yeah, and a lot of people have always wanted them to do something like this.
Absolutely. That's how I feel about Blizzard. Like Blizzard Studios with like their Overwatch stuff. Is like, just do a show, please, do a movie or something. This would slap so hard. Like the art is incredible. But this is really cool. I am excited to sit down and watch these, especially the Mega Man and the Sifu one. Those ones looked really cool in the little snippets that we saw.
Hell yeah. I've not seen Love and Robots before, but that would be interesting. Christian's saying Love and Robots writers are good, so that's good. So yeah, maybe check up on some Love and Robots or Love plus Robots if you want to see what you may have in store for this series. I'll be interested to see what we get out of it. And it's really cool that the owners of this IP allowed them to do this. It's very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on from there, Age of Mythology Retold, another RTS. This is just basically a remaster of Age of Mythology from back in the day. And we're getting another trailer reminding you that it's coming September 4th on Game Pass and PC. And then we move into Towerborn. We got a quick trailer showing Steam's early access release date, which is coming September 10th, 2024. This game, I think a lot of people were excited about, and yeah, I'm interested to see how this one does. The art style looks very unique as well. I feel like I say that a lot, but this art style does.
Yeah.
It looks almost like I don't know how to describe it, like a 90s cartoon-ish feel. Is that a good descriptor?
I see what you're saying.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's colorful like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the gameplay looks kind of fun too. This the side scrolly beat 'em up sort of style. Looks cool.
Hell yeah. All right, moving on from there, we got another look at Delta Force Hawk Ops, which of course has been had alphas and tests out there. This is an official PC early access reveal trailer. This is ahead of its early access release, which is coming sometime in Q4 this year. And of course, we'll see what we get out of this. But I think the three of us, me, Christian, and Gage, were very interested in this game. So see how this pans out. Then we get a look at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is of course the follow-up to the fantasy RPG from Warhorse Studios. The first game was kickstarted. I actually kickstarted it and then never played it, as I've talked about before, I think. But I think the original game was kind of a cult hit, I would call it. Like, it wasn't necessarily like, it wasn't reviewed super well, but a lot of people like really like it. So yeah, I'll be interested to see how the sequel does, but it's launching February 11th, 2025, and it also got full gameplay today as well. I didn't have a chance to look at that, but so far it looks like a good follow-up. Then we move over into Zenless Zone Zero. Of course, this is a new trailer giving us a look at its next update in its new region, New Erido? Eridu? I don't know. And yet not a single bang boo in sight. Terrible.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what that means. This is Eurogamer's context, and let me just say, Catherine Castle. All of these added blurbs, Catherine. So thank you, Catherine, for writing this up for us.
I will say the character in this trailer is really, really speaking to me.
That is?
The mouse girl. Yeah, she's cute.
Okay. Very cute, very cute. At what point do we start asking if Dan even likes playing games? Christian, get out of here. I like playing games. Okay. Honkai Star Rail got a new trailer reel. We got a look at its new character plus a collaboration with Fate Stay Night.
Not a bang boo in sight.
Yeah, so that's a game.
Goodness, another Hoyoverse.
Incredible. And then we got a look at Batman Arkham Shadow, which is being developed by Camouflage. I remember that, which they previously made another pretty good VR game. I can't remember off the top. Maybe it was Iron Man, I think. But this game could be interesting. I don't know. The gameplay look we got on this trailer here at Gamescom. It looks very fascinating. It's definitely more feature-filled than the Arkham experience that Rocksteady made in VR. So that part is very interesting to me. So I'm interested to see like how this comes together. And it comes out pretty soon. It's coming out in October.
Time will tell. You'll see soon. I will say I agree. It looks better. It looks more I don't know how to describe it, more fleshed out, I guess.
Sure.
The other one.
The bad thing is you have to own a MetaQuest 3. That's the only way to play.
Mm.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. Moving on. We got to look at, yes, we talked about this before, but now Little Nightmares 3 got a friendship trailer. So this is being made by Supermassive Games, so a different developer, obviously, than the original that we talked about, Reanimal, that is making Reanimal earlier. There's no release date yet, but it looks like Little Nightmares. So if you're into what Reanimal looked like and sounded like, this looks very similar. Very similar. Then we got a trailer for Herdling, which is the new game from the creators of Far Lone Sails. And it is a game about herding big, fluffy, yak-like creatures across wide open landscapes.
No, dog.
Incredible tagline right there.
You're just like there's some moments that look kind of nice, like the open field moments. Yeah, I could see the appeal.
It's like a like Animal Crossing, except you're with yaks.
Like Animal Crossing.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what Animal Crossing is.
Animal Crossing. I don't know what to compare it to. It's definitely like.
It's not like Animal Crossing, is it?
It's not like Animal Crossing.
No.
No.
I've never played Animal Crossing. Incredible. Who else is incredible, Ro? The Masters of Albion has been announced. The legendary, or at least self-proclaimed legendary developer Peter Molyneux has returned from the mists to announce his brand new game, which is Masters of Albion. I don't think anybody was clamoring for Peter Molyneux to come back, but here he is. He's back, everyone. He can feed us more bullshit and no, but actually what's interesting about this reveal is what came out after the fact, which I'm watching this and I see Peter Molyneux come out and I see him announce Masters of Albion, and my first take was, how the fuck is he using Albion, which is a literal location in Fable that, I mean, that's literally a Fable location, Albion. That's the main world of Fable. So I'm like, how is he getting away with that? Apparently, he doesn't even know how the fuck he's getting away with it, and he may not get away with it because he's like, yeah, I was just thinking, it's a place, so surely I can just use it, right? It's like, I don't think that's how copyrights work, but
No.
I don't. Yeah, because if there's confusion about brand properties, like people think this is related to Fable, then that would cause an issue.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't just name my game Masters of the Death Star and it not be about Star Wars.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Incredible. But the actual game looks somewhat interesting, I guess. It's a god, whatchamacallit, god mode game. I forget what they call that. But essentially you're picking and dropping pieces to build your towns and picking up your townspeople and completing different things. It looks somewhat interesting. It's not going to be something I play, but yeah, I don't know. Peter Molyneux, everyone, he's back. Then we got a look at, here we are, Ro, Squid Game Unleashed got a trailer, world premiere trailer. And this is another Netflix game coming soon. And this is certainly a game.
This is certainly a game.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know. They the same, something similar when they did the TV. They did an actual game show based off of Squid Game, and yeah, this is just giving me the same vibes. It's just like so against what the show is supposed to be about, and it doesn't look good either.
Yeah,
so that doesn't help either.
Yeah, if I were to ever be able to get to play this game, I would probably think it's terrible.
Oh my goodness. Season 2 is coming.
Yeah.
So I guess they gotta hype it up.
Yeah, this
somehow. I don't know if this is gonna help.
No bueno. All right, moving on from there. Unknown 9 Awakening got a live action trailer, and it's time for you to awaken your inner Assassin's Creed, according to Catherine.
Oh no.
obviously we didn't really. I feel like we didn't really get a great idea of what this game is quite yet just from this trailer, but it does give off a little bit of an Assassin's Creed vibe to it. So I guess we'll see. It has like powers and shit as well. It is coming out October 18th, just a little bit ahead of Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Ooh. Let's see if it takes a Assassin's Creed lunch.
We'll see.
Probably not.
Probably not. We'll see. Then we got a look at Arena Breakout Infinite, which is its full release announcement trailer. So essentially, it's already been available to play for free in early access. And this is another tactical extraction shooter, and it will be launching in full later this year. It already has 1 million registered users to its name, and I believe Christian Macias and Gage Dempster are 2 of those people. And I don't know that they were super huge on this game, but I don't know. All right, and then moving from there, Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred got a look, world premiere trailer here, and we got a brand new look at new mercenaries and a little tiny glimpse of gameplay from the new expansion as well. And it is coming October 8th. This expansion is going to be a 10 out of 10 because it's in my Fantasy Critic.
Oh my god! I thought that was Catherine speaking for a second again. It's like, oh, Catherine's a big fan, huh? Okay. But yeah, is it? Are you just saying that, or do you think it's actually going to shape up to be?
I think
pretty good.
I think it'll do well. I think it'll do like not average of like a 9 because like Diablo 4 did very well critically at launch, despite many people having issues with it at launch. It still did very well critically, so I think it'll do good. Especially since they've corrected many of the things that people had issues with at launch. So I think that those tempers probably have cooled by now in terms of that. So fingers crossed.
Okay.
Then we got a look at the first Berserker Kazan. This was world premiere trailer, and it was described as a hardcore action RPG. Interesting. It's coming early 2025 with a technical closed beta taking place October 11th through 20th this year.
Yeah. I swear we've seen this before somewhere.
Have we?
I don't remember where though. But it looks familiar.
It looks very bloody.
It looks very bloody. Yeah, I'm interested. I'd like to see more.
You want to see more blood?
I want to see more blood.
All right. Then we move into the game that I think you were thinking. Aura History Untold got another trailer. I think this is just more of an advertisement letting you know that the game is coming September 24th. Dark and Darker got a mobile trailer. We're super excited about mobile games here at Podcast PXN.
We love them.
Yeah, so pre-order now, I guess, if you want to hack and slash dungeon crawler on your mobile device. Then we got Floatopia, which is, okay, here we go. Someone finally attempted to bottle Animal Crossing's magic into a cutesy life sim, and Floatopia sure is making a bid for our bells and turnips, albeit with a more apocalyptic framing and their very own legally distinct Isabelle character. Legally distinct. Incredible.
No.
It launches in 2025.
Did it look... I haven't seen the trailer for this, and it's private, apparently, now, the trailer.
That is weird. Yeah, I don't know why it's... maybe they reposted it, because I see IGN... Yeah, I see IGN has it on YouTube. Are you...
I was worried that, like, Nintendo got them or something, because it looked too much like Animal Crossing. Or...
That's actually fucking hilarious. Because honestly, it does look very similar. It does look very similar. Arts. Well, I feel like this is a bit more bubbly, I guess I would call it. Like the art style is a bit more bubbly than Animal Crossing, but like the idea of it looks very similar.
Utopia. Okay. Yeah. Okay. They can get away with it, I think.
Yeah.
That's enough. I just thought, what was the Isabel character they're talking about?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I hadn't seen it yet, but what I was just going off of what Catherine was saying. Like, I thought that they got in trouble.
Right. That's what I
think
was.
they're good.
Yeah. And then, we got to look at Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which this looks good. Everything I'm seeing of this game, I very much have been excited for this. Machine Games, I think they cook, and this looks very good. It's coming December 9th to Xbox and PC. And then they did surprise announce that it is also coming for PlayStation 5 in spring 2025. So it will have a probably like 4 or 5 month exclusivity window there. And a lot of weirdos online were fucking so mad about this coming to PlayStation 5. Who cares? Like, it's going to more people. Like, that whole conversation of people being upset about that, like, this is only a good thing for gamers. Like, we can argue about whether it's a good business decision or a good decision for Xbox or whatever, but, like, why are we mad as gamers that this is coming to more platforms? I don't know.
Right. Yeah, as consumers, this is good. But, like, maybe for, I don't know, were those people who are mad working at Xbox? I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah.
Goofy. Apparently, and a lot of people have gotten hands-on time previews with this game already. They posted their thoughts, I believe, yesterday. And a lot of people have been very positive on this game from what they've seen thus far. Jez Corden posted a good write-up on Windows Central. I'm not going to go through all of it because we've already gone super long as it is, but he's very happy with it. He said it has way more depth than you expect. Ryan McCaffrey from IGN also said that he got an extended look at Indiana Jones, and it is now his #1 game on his list for the rest of the year. He said it absolutely screams Riddick, which is Chronicles of Riddick, and this is, of course, Machine Games made that series as well. And he says, which this core dev team made 20 years ago. If you know, you know. So some very exciting thoughts there for this game.
Sounds good. Sounds like it's shaping up to be good.
Hell yeah. And then, we close on one more thing, and I was super fucking excited for this one. Just because how much I loved Mafia 2. We got an announcement of a new Mafia game called Mafia: The Old Country. It didn't show a whole lot. It was mainly just like a cinematic CG trailer look, but I'm very excited. We're going to see more from the game, hopefully actually gameplay in December. And a lot of the people talking about this online are already referring to some leaks that we got a while back saying this very thing, that it takes place, I believe in I forget now. But the timing that this game takes place in is the exact time span that the leaks had said, as well as the protagonist. And those leaks had also said that this game was going to be much more story focused and like focused on the narrative of the game. Like you're going to be progressing through the narrative linearly instead of like an open world type of narrative. I think it's still going to be an open world because Mafia 2 was, but Mafia 2 had more of a linear story, which I loved much more than Mafia 3's open world kind of mess, I guess. But yeah, I'm very excited for this because I think Hangar 13 makes some of the best stories that they don't get credit for, in my opinion.
Right. As much as from what I've heard, for much as MS Mafia 3 was, I feel like the story was
Yes.
enjoyed.
Yeah.
Right? Well, yeah. Hopefully they can nail the rest of it with this one and just make a good package altogether.
Absolutely. So excited for that. All right. Moving backwards now, Ro. That is our thoughts. What are our thoughts over before we talk about the next thing? What are our thoughts overall on Opening Night Live? Do you give Jeff a passing grade for this, or what are your thoughts?
I didn't watch it live, but based off of the announcements, I'd say it was like a C plus for
That's
me
fair.
personally.
Yeah.
Not a crazy show in my opinion. Just some cool announcements here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I totally agree with you. I think if the Borderlands trailer had like gameplay and was like actually like an in-depth like announcement trailer, I think it would have been much better. But yeah, I agree. I would probably say C plus, as well.
Yeah.
I think that's a solid score. And Indiana Jones, Mafia, those were my highlights. I was very excited about both of those, so very interested. And pleasantly surprised with Black Ops 6 campaign. So we'll see. All right. Moving backwards, Ro. I guess what you got for me? Do you have anything for me?
I don't have anything.
That's fair, because guess what? I don't have anything new either. I just continue to play Halo. I'm killing these new modes because there's new modes that give you more career rank experience, and I'm trying to grind to the highest rank, which I am very close to. And I say very close, and I'm still like millions of XP away, but that's just because of how hard the grind is at the end of the run.
You're closer than you were yesterday.
That's true. All right. Let's go to our fantasy draft check-in, Ro, and we have one game that released, I believe, just one game, and that is Black Myth Wukong, which got an 81 on OpenCritic. I was hoping it would stay higher. It started a lot higher than that, but 81 still solid. I'll take the 11 points added to my total here. And you know what that means, Ro?
Uh-oh.
That means I have officially passed Christian on the leaderboard. Me, you, and Christian, all three of us all have the same number of releases at 8. You are in first with 108. I am in second with 105. And Christian is in third with 103. Gage is sitting at 17, hoping some games come out.
It's still anybody's game.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You guys are really closing the gap.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yep, this is going to be a crucial fall here. This is going to be a fun one, I think. A fun finish.
I'm scared. I don't like it.
You know what's interesting? The projected points, it's projecting you to come in third, Christian to come in first, and me to come in second, is what they're projecting.
I'm fine with that. As long as you don't win.
I don't buy that, you know? Although you still have 3 more games to fill in.
True.
Christian says, what's left for the next 3 to 4 weeks of games? Well, I'm glad you asked, Christian. The next few weeks of games, Visions of Mana coming from Ro, of course, is coming next week. Yeah, next Friday, it looks like 8/29. So we may have reviews next week. Maybe week after, depending on when they fall. But we also have a development in our league history for this next game, which is Row has acquired game Squirrel with a Gun with a bid of $5.
I forgot I picked that up.
You did.
I forgot.
And that also releases next Friday.
I'm hoping it's good. That was a silly one.
Or I'm sorry, next Thursday. Both of those come out next Thursday. Sorry. Next Thursday.
Okay. I need to fill up my slots, so I thought I searched up the games, seeing like people saying good things about it, but it's also kind of a gimmicky game. So I don't know. I'm hoping they get good reviews.
We'll see what happens. We'll see. Christian says it sounds like Gage is eating these hot wings. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's pretty much what's gonna happen. And then I also dropped Replaced since that game officially got pushed into 2025. So I have one slot available to pick up. So, and I have $7 to do it. So I have just enough money to do one more pickup. All right. The rest of the games coming in the next couple of weeks. Star Wars Outlaws is coming August 30th, which is next Friday. And then Astrobot is coming the week after that. Both of those are coming from Christian and his publisher, Eternal Rose Software, of course. And then a few days after that, Gage finally gets on the board with Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. And that gets us in through the first part of September. So that's the next several weeks lined up right there. All right. Glad Black Myth Wukong got me back into it. But speaking of Black Myth Wukong, I have a couple of stories to also add to that as well. Black Myth Wukong is getting some insane numbers right now. It passed 2.1 million players currently, like at its peak, which was the most that has ever happened for a single player game on Steam. So that pretty insane.
Congrats. Damn.
Congrats. But not necessarily congrats to what they're doing elsewhere. Apparently, the Black Myth Wukong guidelines for content creators have apparently leaked online, which this has since been confirmed to be accurate. Streamers that agree to use a game key are not allowed to include politics, feminist propaganda, China's game industry policies, or trigger words such as COVID-19 or quarantine. So they have do's and don'ts here, but essentially those are the highlights that they're being told not to do, which that seems a little insane. I mean, it's not surprising considering the source, of course, from China, and they're pushing their agenda essentially on these people, which is terrible, to not let people speak their own mind about things. And also, like, I feel like, I don't know, it feels weird to me to put in a video game stream policy that you're not supposed to talk about politics or, you know, any of these other things, because it's like, okay, if I'm playing this video game, I'm probably not even talking about these things anyways necessarily. Like, you saying it is just bringing me or making me want to talk about it. Does that make sense? Like,
absolutely. Yeah, I was like, why would they talk about these things in the first place when talking about this game in particular? It seems like, yeah.
Yeah. And it's insane. I don't know. Christian says apparently they wrote out all the women from the novel for this game. Oh, okay. PS5s are going out. PS5s are going out of stock in China because of this game. That's wild. That's wild. Interesting.
Okay. I think I understand the female or the feminist propaganda part now.
Right.
But the other thing is I mean, politics would probably go hand in hand with that as well. Okay, I'm seeing why they're why they're trying to censor people now.
Right. That's crazy. Yeah. Not good. Not good. I don't ever agree with silencing people's opinions on things, and yeah, it feels weird to say this when you're handing out a video game key. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. Insane. All right. I don't have any news of the week this week, Ro, because we have such a big show this week, but I do have some quick bites in here we can go over real quick before we close out the show. Ubisoft has announced another round of 45 layoffs in their US offices, so more video game jobs being lost. Awful.
Oh, keeps on happening.
It does, unfortunately. The worst year ever, followed by the last year, which was supposed to be the worst ever. It's crazy. But in a little brighter news, Dragon Age the Veilguard got a release date of October 31st, which is Halloween. Interesting release date there for Dragon Age, but it'll be available Halloween. You can go trick-or-treating, come back, grab a cup of coffee, sit down with a little Dragon Age. And then, Ro, we got an announcement that Final Fantasy 16 is coming to PC on September 17th, very soon. We also got word that, I think this was from Square CEO, that said that future Final Fantasy games will most likely release on PC day and date in the future, probably because the sales for this game weren't as much as they had hoped, and well, that's going to happen when you put it on one platform.
Right.
But
yeah, that's great. I hope that they actually do it. Final Fantasy 16, I've heard great things, and I think a lot of people are waiting for the PC release because they know it's coming.
For sure.
Yeah, hopefully, hope we could see more like this, day and date.
Hell yeah. We don't get mad when games go to more platforms here. We enjoy that. Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft's Netflix series, got a new trailer with the reveal that Haley Atwell is starring as Lara Croft, which, hell yeah, that's awesome. I love
Agent
Haley.
Carter.
Do what?
I said Agent Carter.
Agent Carter. Oh yeah. Dude, I know this is gonna sound stupid, but I loved Marvel's Agent Carter, the show. I fucking loved her in that. Oh god.
I never watched it.
That's fair. I don't think many people did. That's why it got canceled. But yeah, it's coming October 10th as well. So honestly, I'll probably renew my Netflix in October, catch up on a bunch of my backlogged shows and movies I have on my phone, and watch this as well. I'm interested to see how this is. Okay. Let's see. We also seemingly have been getting a lot of positive buzz surrounding the Bloober Team Silent Hill 2 remake. A lot of people have been going hands-on with it and writing up previews. I'm not going to go deep into them because it's quick bites, but essentially a lot of people have been saying it's been making a lot of the right decisions and building on the original game in the right ways. So some people said it made it feel a little safe, but a lot of people were very, very high on this. So I guess we'll see. Fingers are crossed for Bloober Team because they haven't necessarily knocked one out of the park thus far.
Yeah, it'll be a surprise. I'm sure a welcome one too if they release a. I don't want to say a good game, but I guess that'll be.
Yeah,
it might be their first.
Yep, that's true. Christian says we need to see her again in the next Mission Impossible movie. Haley Atwell. Yes, I agree. I want to see her back. Let's go. Okay. The next thing. I was hoping Gage was going to be here to be excited for me, but instead, Ro, I think you may be excited for me with this. Like, or you may be a little like, oh, this looks cool. Because we got a fan-made animation for Halo, which is in the anime art style, which looks really fucking cool. Like, I would love to see an anime based on this art style and like this design language. Like even the animations that Chief has in this little clip that we got, it's so cool, man. I would totally watch something like this that's animated. Oh, so good.
100%. Yeah, I saw this too, and I thought the animation was really smooth and cool. I would 100% watch a show like this. Even though I'm not a huge Halo guy, I would totally tune in for something like this. It looks cool.
Hell yeah. Let's hire
This
him.
is how it starts, though. Sometimes the right people see it, and then they get the ball rolling.
It's true. That would be sick. All right. Then we have just today, Xbox announced the adaptive joystick, which was announced as a configurable wired Xbox adaptive joystick controller. So essentially it's another iteration of their accessibility options that they're creating for controllers, and it's very cool that they keep doing this. Their accessibility team has done an amazing job with the compatibility controller, and now this as well. Very cool. And then our last quick bites of the week, Ro. We have the good and bad of Call of Duty. So we'll start with the good here. Call of Duty's massive downloads are being improved, which is partially because Warzone is being removed from the default download for the annual games, and a big tech update is also on the way with lots of file optimizations. So hopefully when Call of Duty Black Ops 6 comes out on October 25th, we won't have a 300 gigabyte download. So,
oh yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. So hopefully we get some reasonable downloads once again for Call of Duty, because that was getting absurd. Christian's here?
I heard you got some bad news about Call of Duty.
Yes, I do. And that bad news, I think you know what it is. The bad news is there is a cease and desist order that was issued by Activision for the H2 multiplayer mod for Modern Warfare Remastered on PC, which we were just talking about last fucking week.
Activision is so scummy to put Call of Duty 4 Remastered on sale, to benefit from those sales, to hope that people would play more than 2 hours so that they can't refund within that time limit, and then to pull the rug the day before the mod goes out with that cease and desist so that people can't refund, and they rake in a bunch of money, knowing full well they were going to send that cease and desist anyway.
Yeah.
Awful.
Well, what's crazy is their comment on this was like that their comment was that this was detrimental to the developers' work on this game. This game doesn't even fucking function when you download it and install it. You fucking have to do some crazy ass shit just to get the game to fucking install. Like, it's
a security risk to your PC. And more so is that they cited, one of the developers from the H2M mod cited, with like, they leaked emails. They were like, Activision was fearing that this would interfere with sales of Black Ops 6. What a way to look at your own community and say fuck you to them.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible. I mean, and like you were saying, this literally benefits them. They were getting sales from this, and yeah, it's crazy.
In my opinion, this would be a way to like have excitement grow again within the community that is existing like outside of like the traditional hype cycle. And there's so much negativity around Call of Duty games all the time. You can never please anyone, but this genuinely seemed like something that would reinvigorate excitement over playing Call of Duty games again. And it's so weird to just turn your back on that completely and shut them out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awful. Terrible Activision.
I'm outside, by the way.
Oh, you're outside. Wow. Outside my window? Oh.
Come get me.
Yeah.
I have that ice cream place we went to.
Oh, nice.
I brought it for you.
Nice. Okay. Graders?
Graders, yeah. I brought graders.
Hell yeah.
And some Faro for his throat.
Are you sure it's the graders that's for his throat, or?
Oh my
Just
god.
kidding.
Move on to the next item, dude.
Just kidding. That's it. That's the end of the show. That's all we have. And yeah, I refunded mine as well, by the way. So
Yeah, I need to do that. I forgot.
yeah, do it. Don't give them your money.
And I played for like an hour the night before this happened. I was like, I'm so excited to play this again. You know?
Yep.
I was so excited.
Dude, I was so beat up after fucking installing it that I didn't even play it. I was just like, fucking hey.
Yeah, it was annoying. That was like 30 minutes to fix my shit.
Yeah. All right. Well,
We did it, guys.
that's the end of the show. And thank you to everyone joining us live on YouTube and Twitch,
participating in the chat as well as
podcast services everywhere, including Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, Spotify, and everywhere else you get your podcasts. Thank you, Ro. Thank you, Christian, for joining us for this last segment. And thank you, Gage, who will return. I am Daniel, and this has been Podcast PXN, and we are out. Much love, and keep on gaming.
See ya.
drink water.